Hi, how are you? So, welcome. You got sent this video because you got started with the business. You took the first official step and said, okay, I'm going to do this. And you got signed up and got started with this amazing business, which is It Works Global. I am Stephanie Blue, and I am serving right now as a double diamond leader. And you are a part of this organization, this particular team, and we are so excited to have you. So whoever got you started is sending you this video for you to get a jump start on your business. And so I really want you to be tuned in right now as I'm going to be going over some of the key components to really help you get started and some action steps, especially at the end of this particular training on what you're going to do next. Okay. But I want you to take a second and just take a deep breath because a couple things may be going through your mind right now. Maybe you are so excited to get started with this business. Great. And then there may be some of you that are like super nervous of like, what did I get myself into? And then there may be some of you that are like, well, you know what, Steph? I'm a little bit of both. And that is totally fine. I want to take a moment and let you know that it's totally fine. I started this business going on 4 years ago. 4 years that I've been doing this business, and it's been a complete game changer. And I remember feeling what it was like, knowing that feeling actually of doing something like this. And one, I had my hesitations because I didn't want to be salesy and I didn't want to be spammy. And so, as I go over the training and everything and the guidelines and stuff to help you get started, I really want you to put whatever thoughts, whatever negativity, breathe that out. Inhale confidence because you are confident and well and able to do this business. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into some of the key things. Now, first thing first, when you got started, you got assigned to you a distributor number, which you want to keep saved, and your own personal website. Your personal website most likely was generated as your first and last name .itworks.com. If you don't know what that is, make sure you connect with your sponsor. And that, when I say sponsor, is the person that got you started with this business. Make sure you connect with them to say, hey, you know what? I don't know what that is. No problem, okay? And another thing, as I'm going through this particular video to help you get started, there may be some questions that may pop up. Make sure you write them down. And let's just also pause for a second. If you don't have a notebook or pen, or maybe you're more techno savvy and you don't have your iPhone or your iPad around, make sure you do, because some of the things that I'm going to go over, it's very crucial to you getting started. Okay. Everything that I'm going to be sharing with you has been proven to work. Okay. So what I'm going to basically tell you is don't really try to reinvent the wheel, because I want you to try this first. I want you to give these practical things that I'm going to help you get started with. Make sure that you do it. All I ask is that you trust us. You trust me. You trust the sponsor that got you started. Trust us as we guide you along. We're going to be here to coach you, to root you on. And here's the amazing thing about this business that I always love is that even though you're doing this for yourself, you're not by yourself doing it. Okay. So we are here to help you. Okay. So, whew, you are not doing this by yourself. Please, I want you to get that through you. You could get that through your head, is that you're not in this by yourself. Okay. Now, going back to that distributor number, make sure you have your distributor number and your password. So if your sponsor signs you up, they probably already issued that information. Like I said, if they didn't, make sure to connect with them, okay? Now, from there, you want to make sure that you take yourself off of commission hold, okay? you started this business to get paid, right? So you want to make sure that you set yourself up, that you take yourself off a commission hold. And basically that's logging into your website. You will go to whatever first and last name .itworks.com. You're going to go to that website, right? And then you're going to click sign in. When you sign in, it's going to send you to your back office, which is called the e-suite, okay? So on there, you're going to sign it and then you're going to see where you need to confirm your information, okay? Because you will be getting paid. All right. Now, don't worry if you just, that kind of just went through your head, or you just like, I don't know. One, you're going to also connect with your sponsor, but two, when you get attached to our team page, we have an amazing team page that's called The Force, because that's what we are. We are relentless. Um, that when you get in there, there's also some other guides as well too of how to do that. But that is really step one, making sure you take care of that and get yourself off a commission hold. That is super, super important. Okay. Now, let's kind of dive into the meat of things. So you probably already got a couple apps that was already sent to you for you to download, okay, which is our It Works Connect app, our sampling app, and of course the Zoom app, because we use Zoom a lot for our team as we do team meetings. We have different type of things, money making activities where we gather together and do some really producing activities as behind the scenes of our social media that we do. And so from time to time, we gather together as a team and we do those things. So I absolutely love that. Okay. Now, let's kind of get into the things that I always like to address first. And I always like to tell you that, either you're nervous or you're excited, but I really want to encourage you right now to let you know that you got started for a reason. And I want you to get clear on what that reason is. Meaning, to give you an example, when I started this business where me and my husband was just laid off of work. We were literally just in a corner, backed up. We were living paycheck to paycheck. And what I mean by backed up in a corner was because he was laid off. He was laid off and I wasn't working at the time. We just had our baby girl who was only just a couple months old. And so, we were that family living paycheck to paycheck. So when this business came along, my why was for my family. And to go even deeper, and this is what I want you to do, is that like my why was saying, hey, if I can make anywhere from an extra $300 or $500 doing this business, this is going to help towards the groceries. This is going to help towards formula. This is going to help towards diapers. Okay. So I want you to get clear. And of course, doing this business now for 4 years, my why has evolved and grown, because as I begin to see the money come in, as I begin to see the growth and everything, I'm like, oh my goodness, what else can this business do? So I believe in giving your money an assignment. So step number one, get clear on your why. And if you don't, make sure you write it down. Write out your why. Get clear with that. There's power when you write down your goals and you write down what this business is going to do. Because guess what? You started this business and you are your boss. So what I mean by that, you're not going to have, this is not like the 9 to 5 type of job where you're like, side business stream of income, because this is an amazing stream of income. If you listen to the things that we're saying and in this video and all the things that you're going to continue to hear us as we coach you and tell you, okay, do this, do that, you're going to begin to see the fruitfulness in it. You're going to begin to see what this stream of income can do and be a life changing for you. Okay. So step one, get clear, write your goals. Okay. Now let's talk about, do you give us permission? I always like to pause and ask you this question. Okay. And you're going to let your sponsor know, do you give us permission? Do you give me permission? Do you give the person that sponsor you permission to be that person for this business? And I like to say that we're going to be tough on you, but we're not going to be tough on you. And what do I mean by that? Meaning that you have to want this. We're going to give you the tools and we're going to equip you. We're going to help guide you. but it's up to you to take the steps. So just like I said, step one, write your goal out, okay? Step two, your first goal, right? And step two is getting your first six customers. You're going to go after your first six customers, okay? So, in this business, one of the ways that we make money with this business is signing customers and also our samplings, um, sample cash as well too. And the other bigger one is growing growing your organization. You know, becoming a team leader, part of our team, right? Getting other people who are looking to make an extra stream of income. There's much potential in that as well too. But let's start off with getting your first six customers, okay? Now, pause. I feel like I didn't say this part, but do you give us permission to be that person for you? And if you do, I want you to text your sponsor and you're going to say, yes, I give you permission to be that person to help me, to push me, to help me throughout this business as we coach you along. Okay. So you're going to text them and say, yes, I give you permission to be that for me with this business. Okay. Now, back to those goals. First step, you're going to get your first six customers. Okay. Now, what does that look like? We have two types of customers. We have the retail customer, that's someone that we get a product that's wholesale price, right? Or regular retail price, I mean, or we also have our loyal customers. Now, out of the time that I've been doing this business now, I can count on one hand how many retail customers I've had, about two. All the other customers are our loyal customers, okay? Because you're about to hear why. A loyal customer is someone that agrees to shop with us consecutively for at least 3 months in total. That means that they can purchase a product, they can purchase one product or multiple products, okay? Within every single month for a total of 3 months, and they can continue on after that, but they get our wholesale discount, which is up to about 40 to 60% off of our products. So to give you an example, like we have these amazing products that's called Fat Fighters, right? So our Fat Fighter product is retail $50. But as a loyal customer, they get it for $25. Okay. So when you hear the difference in price, it's like, wait, how can I save on that? And how can I do that? Right. And so think about people who are looking to lose weight. That's a majority of our customers, right? Looking to lose weight or to just get healthy or want to dive into our skincare regimen, right? So these are products that you're not just going to use one time. So that's the thing that I love about becoming a loyal customer because of the savings that you get becoming a loyal customer. So let me repeat, okay? So a loyal customer is someone that agrees to shop with us for a total of 3 months. So let's say someone decides to shop with us for March 4th. March 4th, right? So then they're going to shop again. It's going to be a consecutive auto ship that's going to be set up for March 4th, for April 4th, and for May 4th, okay? And then after that, they can decide to continue on or they can decide to stop, but they have to shop with us for at least 3 months. And what that when they do it that way, it waives the $50 membership fee. You know, a $50 membership fee, just like how there's a fee for Costco's to get the savings, right? So when they shop that way with us for a total of 3 months, right? Um, that weighs the $50 shopping spree. Now, the other way that they can become a loyal customer is pay the $50 membership fee, and then they can purchase whatever else. Now, let me tell you this, I can count on one hand how many times people paid a $50 membership fee versus just diving in their products, right? Getting consistent with using their products. And listen, there's no minimum. What do I mean by that? They can buy 3 products for their first month. For the second month, they could buy 2 products. For the third month, they could buy one product. They have the opportunity to go in to change their date of when their next order is going to go through for the following month, or they can even change out what products. I mean, the sky's the limit. And you're going to be there to also help them throughout that as you're checking in on them as well too. So all that to say, your first goal is getting your six loyal customers. And the reason why 6 is so important is because there's a great incentive behind it. And so what do I mean by that? So when you sign up and get your first 6 customers, I'm so excited. This part is the part that I love about the training because I always like to say, like, what's in it for you, right? As a business person, what is it in it for you? So when you get your first 6 customers, you unlock and get $150 shopping spree. Okay, you get $150 shopping spree that's waiting for you to unlock. First, you need to get your 6 customers, right? And it has to be at least over 150 in volume. And so, to keep that, what I mean by volume, every product every product has a volume behind it. So for instance, these are our amazing super greens that we have. Our super greens are absolutely an amazing product. It has superfoods. You get your daily dose of servings of vegetables. Okay, 8 servings of vegetables and superfoods and all the nutrition that you need by doing 1 scoop of this. And this is our super greens. Comes in chocolate and chocolate. It tastes like chocolate milk when you mix this with some milk. Okay, let me just say. But for instance, this product right here, its loyal customer price is $39, but the BV behind it is 30 BV. Okay, and so as you accumulate that, right, 100, at least 150 in volume, right, while you're getting your 6 customers, and that's a no-brainer, just to tell you. Okay, so if you're confused by that, don't worry. Your sponsor can definitely help you with that as well too, to give you more backdrop with that. Okay, so stay with me. But so $150 shopping spree you unlock when you get your first 6 customers, okay? In a few minutes, I'm gonna go over how you're gonna get those customers. We have we have different ways of how you're going to get started to get your customers, okay? So we can get your first wins, okay? So 6 customers, okay? Now, let me talk about something else that is huge, that is sitting in your personal e-suite right now, waiting for you to unlock. And that right there is our digital samples. So when you got started with the business, okay, you got sitting in your account is 7 digital samples to either sample out and make now cash with our skinny brew coffee or our sleepy tea. Okay, that's where your sampling app that you download or will download if you haven't done so already is going to be a game changer for you. Okay, now the samples are a 3-day supply. It's a 3-day packet that the company will send out for you to whatever customer. So you have 7. All right. Now, the average price that a lot of us as distributors sell these samples for is for $20. $20 for one of those sample packets, okay? And so once again, I'm gonna go over in a few minutes of a way that you can also reach out to people when you're talking to them. And maybe they don't wanna try the coffee just quickly or just yet. You can offer the sample. Just say, okay, no problem. You know what? I do have a sample pack that I sell for $20. How does that sound? Oh, yes, of course. Absolutely. I'll do that. Okay, great. What's best for you? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, whatever payment option that you have, that's what you would say to them. And then pretty much they say, okay, I have Cash App. Okay, great. You can send $20 my way. And then I'm also going to need this following information from you: your name, your phone number, your email address, and your shipping address. And then guess what? You're going to go to your sampling app on your phone. You're going to go to your sampling app, and then you're just going to you're going to hit the sample app, and it's going to say send a sample, and you're going to follow the instructions along. Okay. I love that because guess what? That money that goes to your whatever payment option that they send, that's yours. That's what we like to call hashtag now cash. So that is absolutely amazing. And once again, they have 2 products that you can choose from. our Skinny Brew coffee, which is absolutely an amazing coffee. It is not your average Joe coffee. It's dark roast coffee. The amount of nootropics that's in it that helps with your brain function, your concentration, your focus. It also helps to curb cravings. It helps to burn fat. It is an amazing coffee, okay? And no, you don't have to drink that coffee just to lose weight, okay? I have plenty of people who don't want to lose weight, right? But just love the coffee for the energy, for the boost of focus and concentration. And matter of fact, this is what I highly suggest with those samples. You have 7, okay? Send yourself a sample pack. Yes, you can do that. So you're going to send yourself a sample pack that has that you can send directly to yourself. And why not? So I think that that would be something that would be absolutely amazing for you to do. Okay. So I am so excited for that. I always love to share that part because that's a way for you to go ahead to get started to making money because you started this business for a stream, okay? And then even outside of you doing the 7, when you get rid of your 7, you can reload and you can actually purchase more sample credits that can go right to your sampling app, okay? You can purchase one for $9, or there's a bundle currently, I believe that's for $35, okay? That you can get a bundle of the credits of samples and you could be constantly selling. This isn't just a one-time kind of deal, okay? So that's an amazing part, okay? I absolutely love it. Okay, so let me just recap here. 1 is writing out your why. That is absolutely important. 2, getting your 6 customers, your 6 loyal customers and more. You're just getting started when I say 6. So like it's 6 and more, okay? Now, and then 3 is your sample apps, okay? That is like yes, yes, and yes, okay? Now, let's talk about how you're gonna get your customers. How are you gonna do that, right? Um, and if I didn't say for you to be eligible for your $150 shopping spree, you want to make sure you have to do it within the first 30 days of when you get started. So whatever day that you got signed up starts the countdown, okay? You have within 30 days. Now, let me just tell you as straightforward, don't wait for 30 days. Shoot for that first week. I mean, there are many ambitious people that are on the team that like, oh no, I'm going after it for the first week. I've had people who got it done within 24 hours, within 72 hours. You can do it. Like, get your 6, knock it out, and just keep going because that's how you get paid, okay? By signing up customers, selling your samples, and then of course you can always recruit, but that's down the line, but getting newer distributors and people who want to do this business as well too, okay? Now, here's where I want to do. How are you going to get those 6 customers? How? So there's 2 ways. First way is you're going to create a list, okay? Listen clearly. You're going to create a list, and then that's going to be your warm market list. So what do I mean by that? Your warm market are people that you know, okay? Now, another thing is as you begin to write this list out, you can grab your phone, you can look through your contacts, but I want you to think about this. Think about something exciting that happened in your life, either when you found out that you were pregnant, maybe you got engaged, right? Um, that you just got accepted to a program. Think about that moment. Think about who were those first couple of people that you couldn't wait to share these exciting news with. I want you to think about this with this business. You are starting something that maybe brand new for you, or maybe you've done this type of business before. But think about those people who you're like, you know what? I cannot wait to share what I got my hands on with this business. Those are going to be the first couple of people that you're going to write on your list. Okay. And you're going to start there. Now, of course, you can't think of everybody off the top of your head. Okay. This is where you can go through your contact list. That's what I did. I was just like, okay, I need to do this. Okay, she's telling me to do this, so I'm going to do it. And begin to write down. Um, in corporate terms, meaning in our language, that's called our hundreds list. But what I'm going to encourage you to do is write down at least 20 people. You're going to write down at least 20 people that you can think of. Okay. Now, when you got that list, okay, I'm going to tell you in a second what you're going to do with that list. Step two, the other way that you're going to go ahead and get going, and this may be a bold step for some of you, and I'm going to challenge you to lean in and do this. You're going to do what we like to call an unofficial post. Okay? This is not you really launching, but it's called an unofficial post that you're going to do in your social media. And what is an unofficial post? We're going to give you a post, okay? And it's going to be a post that you're just going to put out there. And we're going to see what kind of bites that we're going to get from it. That's what I love to say. We're going to see what bites that we get from it. That people are, are going to comment below. And then they're like, yes, I'm interested. Yes, I'm interested. Girl, what you doing? I'm interested, right? You're going to do an unofficial post. Okay. And listen clearly. This is the part that I want you to lean in on. Okay. Your sponsor, if you're watching this video, your sponsor, the person that got you signed up, okay, your sponsor has a post ready for you that they're going to give you. And so what you're going to do after this video, after you're watching this video, you're going to say, I'm ready. I'm ready to get going, right? And you're going to say, send me the post. Send me the post that I'm supposed to be posting on my page, okay? So whether if it's Facebook, okay, or Instagram, whatever your social media platform is, right? You're going to say, hey, I'm ready. Send me the post. And they're going to send you the post to do, okay? Now, let me give you a few little tips with that, right? Now, you do the post and then people comment, right? I always like to say this, as people comment, you're not going to give any information about whatever that product is or so that you're posting about. You're not going to give any information in the comments. What you're simply going to do is you're going to just say, you're going to reply back to their comments below. I'll message you. I'll send you and I'm going to inbox you. I'll message you. I'll message you. The reason why I like to say that is because that's going to create more curiosity for more people to say, oh, okay, message me, or I'm interested. And it's going to help to boost that post for more visibility and more people to see it. So that way you can get them in an individual conversation, okay? And you're talking to them, and if it's through Facebook Messenger or DM, right, on Instagram, but you're going to be messaging them individually. And then this is where we come in to help you. Your sponsor, your co-sponsor is going to help you with these conversations. We have something set up that's literally called text filtering. And that text filtering is where you're going to screenshot. Listen clearly, because you're giving us permission to be that, to help you through this. Okay? So you can get going and blossoming in this business. You're going to screenshot the conversation, send it into the chat with your sponsor, and say, okay, this is the message that I got. What do I say? Because you're still learning the product. And guess what? This is a business that you are learning as you're going, as you're doing. This is not where you just sit here and you're going to take it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is a business. You get going, okay? So make sure you screenshot the conversation so we can help you and train you on what to say, okay? So that person says, hey, I'm interested. You screenshot it to us. And we're like, okay, say this. And we'll send you what to say. So we'll do that for the first couple of people, that conversations that you're in with your potential loyal customers or your potential customers, right? We're going to help you. Textile training. And then before you know it, you're going to get the rhythm. But this is a do as you're learning type of business. Okay? People who do this are very successful in this business. Something very simple as that. Okay. So, what are you going to do? Here's my action to you as we wrap up on this first training is that you're going to message your sponsor and say, send me the message. I'm ready to post. Okay. And then step two, you're going to say, hey, I got my list. I got my 20 people and I'm ready to send them a message because we have a special message that you're going to send to those that are on your list of people. Okay. So we are waiting for you, okay, to get going. Take those first action steps. I encourage you to do that. Okay. We want to see you get your first wins. We want to see you selling those samples. We want to see you getting your first six. We want to see you getting your $150 shopping spree. You joined this business to start making money. Okay. I know that you may have other questions about all the other things, but lock in right here and do those things right there. I implore you to do it, okay? And trust us through this process. We're so excited to get you going. Do it. Do it. If you're afraid, do it afraid. If you're nervous, do it nervous. I've been there, I know, but guess what? Like I said in the beginning of this video, even though you're doing this business by yourself, you're not alone in this business. Remember that. All right. So this completes right now the first of our training video, and we want to see you get started. All right. I wish you the best. I'm so excited. Welcome to the team. You were picked, you were chosen, you were purposed for this particular team. And I don't take it lightly whatsoever. And I'm so excited to have you aboard. All right. Let's get going. Get to work.